guys, how are you today? We have successfully installed SPSS, and for us to see it, we'll go to All App. Although sometimes you can put it on your taskbar or start bar. This is start bar, taskbar will be this side. But if you are just installing for the first time, you go to All Program, you will go to under IBM because SPSS is under IBM now, under IBM, and you click on it. Okay, so it's going to come up without wasting too much time, but time depends on your system. So it's already coming up. This is version 26 IBM SPSS version 26. We installed it in the last video. Okay, so when you install it, when you just open it, this is the environment that you see. We can open in three ways, but before then, SPSS has three different windows. It has three different windows. So I won't go, let me just open let me talk about the window first. So new data, I'm opening the new data straight. That is empty spreadsheet. Okay, empty spreadsheet. So like I said, SPSS has three window, that is viewer window. The first one is data editor window or data editor viewer. It depends on the book you are using. Data editor window, and that's where we have. Okay, this is where you see the spreadsheet here. If you look up here, you will see data editor here, and if you look at this side, you see untitled 2. Okay, by the time you save your file, the name you use in saving it will be here, while this one will be telling you the type of window. So this is data editor window. That's the first one. The second window is output window, output viewer. If you look at this, you see output 1 because we have not saved it. By the time we save this page file, whatever you to save will be here, and this is the output viewer. Okay, output viewer. Like, let me go back to the data viewer. By the time you save data viewer, it's saved with extension .sav. All of them have different extension. So this one stays saved with extension SAV. When you see .sav as extension, you know that's data editor viewer or app window. Okay, but when you save the output save with .spv. The old SPSS save with .spo, but the recent one save with .spv. That is the extension for output. If you want to save it, it give you .spv. Save as, you can see it here, viewer file .spv. That's the extension for the output to save SPV. Okay, but if you are saving, you might not be able to save for this one since you have not entered value. Since you have not entered anything here, it will not give you option to save. Okay, while the third window is syntax window. That is where you program in SPSS. It does not open by default, but you can open it. You go to window, you see syntax window. You click on it, it will bring out the syntax window. So this is the syntax window here. If you look at it, you see syntax editor. So this is where you run the code. By the time you enter the SPSS code, the programming code, you just click on run, or you click on this one, it will run it for you. You click on run, but for now, there's nothing to run, there's no code here. And this one is saved with .sps. Go to save as, because there's no code here now, so you cannot save. .sps. Don't forget, we have three windows. Data editor, it's saved with .sav as a session. The output saved with .spv. This is the output. While the last one, the syntax editor, saved with .spx. So these are the three windows that we have in SPSS. So we are in this tutorial, we are going to be using the data file, the sample data file that came with this software we're going to use it. And we'll be using the data editor and the output, although we will talk about the syntax editor, but not deeply, but we'll just talk about it. So let me close the syntax editor. Okay, so this is the data editor. This is data editor. The data editor contain two windows, two sub window. It's called data view and variable view. Data view and variable view. You can find that one here. Data view and variable view. This is the two editor that two window that data editor has. So I'm going to explain it before we move on. Let me talk about the environment you are seeing here. Let me talk about the environment first. Okay. So, but before that, you will see variable in statistics. We all know what is called random variable in statistics. I'm not going to teach statistics here. So these are the variables. Okay. The column represent variables. The column represent variables. So you can have one variable, you can have two variables, you can have three variables, and so on and so forth. Why the rows represent cases? Rows represent cases. What did I mean by cases? Cases sometimes can be referred to as respondents. That is, if we are actually analyzing questionnaire, okay, the case one here means the first person that answer question, and then the variables are the questions. Question one can be variable one, question two can be variable two, question three can be variable three. That means if number one, which is the first person answer question, the answer for question one will be in variable one, answer for question two will be in variable two, answer for question three will be in variable three, and then number two person answering will do the same. So these are the cases in this variable. Sometimes cases might not be human being, okay? It might be a country. It might be a country. You can pick the case one now, can be country one. The population of that country can be the variable two. Maybe the name of the country can be variable one. Population of the country can be variable two. Economics or GDP of the country can be variable three. Are you seeing it? So you see that the case one, all the variables are referring to the case one. When it comes to case two, all the variable two, the same thing. So these are the variables and the cases. Okay. We have four main bars in SPSS. We have what is called title bar. Title bar is the uppermost bar. This first line is the title bar, and that is where we see the name of your file, and that's where we see the window where you are. The window, this is the data editor window. So here is the title bar, the first up one. The next one is called menu bar. The next one is called menu bar. After the menu bar, you will see the tools bar. The tools bar. After the tools bar, you go down. The last one, you will see what is called status bar. Status bar will tell you the status of the SPSS. If the processor is ready and other things, it will tell you at the status bar. Okay, I've explained the first bar, which is the title bar. Now, before I explain the menu bar, let me quickly talk about the toolbar. Toolbar are shortcuts of commands that are present inside the menu bar. That means everything you are seeing here are the shortcuts to whatever that is inside the menu bar. So let me quickly talk about the menu bar. Menu bar are similar to other software that you know. Most all the software have what is called menu bar. So it's a click and point and click, point and click. When you point to it, you click, they will drop, point and click, as you can see them. So let me quickly run them without wasting time. Edit is normal thing you see. That's where you see open a new or existing file. That is where you will see under edit. That's where you see. Sorry, before edit, let me talk about file. File is where you see open new file, open new, open existing, save, exit SPSS. As you can see them, let me go back. Okay, as you can see the exit SPSS, save as, save all data, export, import, open new, that you see in file. Okay, edit is where you see you do and undo, copy, paste, cut, insert new variable. Under edit you see insert new variable, insert new cases, and so on and so forth. So these are the things and options to define some fundamental settings in SPSS. You see it under edit. You go to view. View is where you hide or show status bar or toolbar. You see status bar, I can hide them. You can see it as hidden, and I can also make it show. I can also do things to toolbar. I can hide it. I can make it show. Okay, you can display a value label. The grid line can be hidden. You can see there's no more grid line again. So these are the things you do at the view. The next one is data. Data is where you manipulate the existing SPSS data file. That means the data you have loaded here, whether you enter it or you read it to this environment, the data you have here, you can manipulate it under the data. Okay, you can split, you can weight case, you can select case, you can split case, you can merge case, you can sort case, a lot of things, sort case, sort variable. These are the way you see it. You actually work on the data you have. Transform. Transform is where you transform a variable, where you encode a variable to another variable. Okay, is that you move from here to here. You can visual binding. You can recode to different variable, recode to different variable, compute variable. So this is where you begin to work on your variable. You begin to transform it to another variable. And then this analysis, this is the major, this one contains extensive list of statistical analysis that can be conducted in SPSS, descriptive, and ANOVA, regression, correlation, time series, quality control, all the analysis that you talk about can be done under the analysis. When you go to chart, that's where, sorry, graph, that's where you build your chart. You do high resolution plots and graph here. High resolution plot and graph. You can use legacy the dialog to plot any of the charts or using the chart builder to do any of the charts. When you get to utility, these are the things you see at the utility. You merge model. This is where you work about the wizard, the model, the variable. These are the way you see them under utility. Extension is when you want to add more extension, install more extension to the SPSS. You have to come to perform some analysis. Window. Under the window, you can move to any open window. We are opening data editor down. You can move to viewer, which is output. You can bring out the syntax. Okay, you can minimize all the window. So that's what you do under the window. And help. Help is where you get help on specific topics. Okay, like tutorial, like statistics coach, syntax guide. You get them under the help. So these are the quick brief of all the 4 bars that we have in SPSS. The next thing is we talk about reading file to SPSS. We want to quickly talk about how to read file or data into SPSS. Actually, we can enter our data manually, like one by one. Just be entering them here, entering them here. That is one. We'll talk about that one later. But let's talk about how to read data into the SPSS. We can read SPSS file, which is .sav. I told you this particular file, which is data editor, is saved at .sav. So we can read SAV file, which is SPSS file. We can also read exe file. We can read starter file. We have different file. Let me show you. Go to under file, go to open. Okay. If you go to open, you cannot open data, but you can go to import. Under import, you see the data you can read database, Excel, CSV data, text data, SAS data, strata data, Lotus data, DBase data. These are different data that can be read in SPSS. So like I said, if you want to open an existing SPSS file, you go to open, you go to data. Okay, when you go to data, you locate where the data is saved on your system. And I said for this tutorial, for the series of the SPSS, we'll be using the file, we'll be using the inbuilt file. It's called data file, sample file. Sorry, it's called sample file. We'll be using the sample file that is embedded with the software, and these are the sample file. Okay, these are the sample. So we'll be using them for this tutorial. These are different sample file. that are there. So we can open any of them. But don't forget, since we are reading SPSS file, is writing SEV. You can change it here to any of the file. Okay, you can change it to any of the file you want to read. This Excel file, this ordinary cell, this starter file, this SAS file. So any file you want to read can be changed here. But the fourth one is SPSS. So let's just pick any of them. Let's just pick any of the file. I open or let me go to demo. I will start with demo. So let me go to demo file here, demo.sav, and click open. So when you do that, it will read and bring out the demo file for you. These are the SPSS file saved on the system. So I've bring it out. I just read it out for us to see. Okay. And I also said you can also read from Excel. This tutorial will talk about only Excel and the SPSS file because these are the common file. But that does not mean that I cannot read from any other file. You can read from starter. You can read from DBase, Lotus, database, okay, SAS, even text file. But the most common one is Excel. So I'm going to limit to Excel and starter. So I just read the data from the system, a starter data. You can see it. I'll talk about it later, but just understand how I read it and I can start working with it. This means that I already have this data on my system. So I've read it, I can start working with it. Okay, let's also read a data from Excel file. You go to file, you go to import Excel file. Okay, I already have this Excel file here. .xlsx xlsx. It means that it's Excel file. I can see Excel logo here. Okay, just click on it and click open. When you do that, it will bring out a dialog box. The dialog box is coming up. Okay, this is the dialog box. And what is the dialog box? Number one, the worksheet. You know, Excel can have more than one worksheet. So if you have files or data in your different sheet up to 2-3 sheets, all the sheets will be here. You will pick the first one as the default, but you can select the sheet you want to pick from. So this particular sheet, this particular Excel file has data in only one sheet, the first sheet, and that's why you see only sheet 1 here. So you don't see another sheet here. Okay, but you have file in sheet 2, sheet 3, you also see them here to pick. Okay. Number 2, read variable name from first row of data. You know, in Excel we write the heading here. We write the heading here. So and in SPSS, the heading goes straight to where the variable is. So it's telling that okay, oh, the first thing you are seeing, the first line, the first row you are seeing, these are the variable names. Read them. Okay. Number 2, if you look at this now, ignore hidden rows and column. You can remove it. Hidden ones, ignore it. Okay, ignore hidden and column. Okay, sorry. Let me, yeah, as I'm ignoring just what happened here. Okay, I've done that. Now remove leading space from the string like this one, like this F. Now there's 0 before it, so just click remove for all of them that you cannot see. It will arrange well. Why for this one percentage? You can see he's seeing this guy, all this period, all this full stop you are seeing means that it's a basic value. The person did not. This is the gender case now. So sorry, this is marital case status. So we have 1-0 ahead. These people do not talk. If they are married or they're not married or this one, it did not talk. Okay. So if you leave it this way, if you remove, if you put percentage or value that determine data type, if I remove it, it will not tell us that no answer, no answer. And as it's changed to no answer, automatically it has changed this data to a string. But if I want to maintain a variable, I'll click it back. Sorry, I want to maintain a scale, I'll click it back. If you look at the heading, this thing is changing. See when it is scale, see when it is a string. Have you seen it? It's no more number. Okay. So if I leave it like this, I just click OK. It will open this for you. Okay. So it has opened. This is it. So this variable name now at the first row, it has automatically give you, and then there's a name. There's a name structure for SPSS. We'll talk about it when we get there. So we have already opened 2 files. We have opened SPSS file and the Excel file. I'll still come back to the 2 files later. So let me go to this empty one and type the data afresh. Let's type the data afresh on this empty one. Okay, if you want to start typing data, you have to go to what is called variable view to go and define your variable, including the variable name that will be here. You can see variable, there's no definition. So you go to variable view first, it's at the bottom here. Click on it. It will now be showing you number one. This number one means that number one variable, number two variable. This one here, 1, 2, 3 here, is not the same thing with 1, 2, 3 here. Those 1, 2, 3 you are seeing here are the same thing with the variable you are seeing here, variable you are seeing in this place. Okay, so one means that the first variable, what is the name? Okay, if I say the first variable, let the name be age, age, age in year. I can use age in year. Okay, let me do that. Age. There are some rules in naming here. Number one, you don't start with number. I've written age, you will accept it. If I start with number, you will not accept it. Let me put 4. You will not accept it. If I put space, space something, you will not accept it. Okay, it can take a maximum of 64 characters, 64 characters. But it might not really define what you want. But when you get to what is called label, you will define it very well. The next one is the type. You define the variable type. Is it numeric? Is it string? Is it dot? Is it data? Is it dollar? These are different numeric, these are different variable type. Okay, so by default, you speak numeric. Okay, the next one you see width and decimal. You also see width and decimal. So you can undo it here. You can also come here and handle it. Okay. So what does the width mean? Width means the number of character that can enter. Width, that means only 8 character can enter the age. For example, 1 million can enter because 1 million is just 7 character. 10 million can enter is just 8 character. But 100 million as age cannot enter because it's 9 character. And this will say it can only take 8 character. The next one is decimal. If you leave the decimal, by the time you start entering value, assuming I want to then go back to data view now to go and see what I've done so far. In data view, I use that as the name I turn to age is no more variable, it's age. If I enter 20 now or 34, it will carry decimal 2. So go back to variable view, finish it. So decimal, I say I don't want decimal. If you want decimal, you will leave it. Okay. Now the next one is the label. You can now write a descriptive that will represent this particular variable very well. So I can write age in year, age in year, or age of student, age of students. Okay, so when you see age of student, you know what it means by age of student. Okay, so if you go back now, it's already there. Now I will show you later. The next one is value. This value is when you are dealing with categorical data, so you need to set the value. For example, if I'm dealing with gender, maybe sex here, male or female, if I come to value, I will define it that okay, oh, number one means male. I will add it. Number two means female. I will also add it. And I can also edit. If I click on it, I just do my edit. If I put S now, this one will change to save. To change, sorry, I don't have this. I put for females. I cannot save it if I want to save, but I want to edit it back to female. I will not save it. When you are done, you click OK. Automatically, you have done your value. This one does not work for this one because I'm dealing with age. But in case this is gender or sex, it will work. So it's when you have a categorical data that you put in. Missing is when you have a missing value. It's good that we always define or put a place for our missing value so that it always affects our analysis. So maybe this age now somebody refused to answer, you can give it 9, and somebody say this one now refused to talk his age 9. This one say I don't know my age, you can give it 99. So that when you do that, you okay it, you come back to the variable, you now say okay, oh, if you see 9, it means that he refused, the refuser, and you add it. And when you see 99, It means that what? He does not know. Don't know. It has increased, but what we actually need is 1 and 2. But in case somebody refuse, is this. So when you do this, you have already defined that. Column, what was column? Column determine the space, how big. For example, if you go to data view, you have you see the age, see the space. If I go back and make this thing maybe 18, 18. Go back and see, you can see how big it is. You can also control it from here. From here is now 6. Okay. Alignment of the data, right, left. The one we have is at the right. You can decide to make it center. Okay. This is the measure. This measurement is very, 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 very important. It talks about the measurement scale of the data, and it mostly depends on the data type. If your data type is numeric like this, if it is numeric, that means your measurement scale can be scale, can be ordinal or nominal. Scale, ordinal or nominal. Okay, scale mostly it takes continuous variable, continuous number, dot, all those things. That's what you see at the scale. Ordinal and nominal can also be categorical, but are be coded to be number, just like this one. Just like this one now. If you decide to turn this into gender, let me turn to gender. And come out to gender of student. Gender of student. So I've already turned this one now to numeric. It's not numeric, and the value have been coded out of male, female to 1, 2, 3. Okay. So this now, male and female is not arranged in order. Anyone can confess. Male can confess, female can confess. So automatically, it's not a scale. It's a nominal. Nominal means it's a categorical data that does not have order. None of them confess. For example, if you are dealing with something that deal with high, medium, low, you say it is ordinal because the category has order. After all, high is bigger than medium, medium is bigger than low. So these are the ordinal data and it's categorical. But when it's not ordinal, like male and female and other things, you can pick nominal. So this is the right one to pick. If you go back to the data view, you will see all of them. You will see all of them. If you put it on top, it will tell you number one is a gender of student, numeric, and it's nominal. So that's all. So this one now will not work again. You have seen it, it cannot work again. So it's either 1 or 2. 1 is male, 2 is what? Female. Refuser. Whatever you want, you see it here. So this is how you start entering data for this data view. We can go back to view and make sure that you are not seeing the label, value label, you can be showing 9. We call value label, look at label. So value label means that see the value of the label, which is male, female, but I'm okay, don't see just the same number. You can start seeing number for you. So this is the environment of SPSS. Now we will also go and perform simple analysis, a very, very simple analysis before we continue to do other things. So we just do a simple analysis. We are going to use our analyze to see a simple analysis, just to see how it look like. We'll still do it again, but just to show us. So let's go to, let me close this. Let me open a new file. Open what I have. Let me just look for a simple, like accident file. Let's open it. We have age cards, gender. I didn't talk about this symbol you are seeing here. The symbol you are seeing here determine what is inside. When you see a ruler, it means that it's a scale. It's a scale. Look at it. Numeric, measure, scale. This one, numeric, measure, scale. But look at this guy. It's numeric, but it's nominal. It's not in order. Nominal. It's not in order. Why this one is categorical, but it's ordinal. Ordinal. That means it can be arranged in order. This age category. Let me go and view the label view as what is there. Under 21, 21 to 25, 26 to 30. You can see now it has order. Order one is bigger than one, and the other one is bigger than one. So that's the ordinal. Why this one is nominal, okay? But this is not what I want to open. I want to perform a simple analysis. Let me open advert. Advert, I think the advert is simple. Okay, look at the very simple data, but they are both scale. They are both sorry. They are both scale. Yeah, they are both scale. You can see from here. They are numeric and they are scale. Why is this scale? I told you scale mostly. They are continuous. They are continuous. This is not categorical variable. So when you go to variable view, the two of them is the advert, advertisement, spending. That's the amount advertising spending. Advert. Why this one is sales, the trended sale. These are the label that describe it very well. If you go back to this one, it will still tell you more. Okay, advertising spending and the trended sale. You can say it's in million. You can say this advert in million because these are the money. This dot you are saying is money of a company that they spend money on advertisement and also spend and also get money on sales. So what you are saying is that this is amount they spend on advertisement and this is amount they get for the sales. Now, for one particular maybe month or day or week, see they spend let me just call this one a million. So they spend 4.69 million on advertisement and they got 12.23 sales as a result of that advertisement. This one spent 6.41 on advertisement while it got 11.84 as a result of the sale. So like I told you, these are the cases now. This case can be different companies, different companies. So these are amount they spend on advertisement, the amount they spend on their sales. We can quickly run a correlation on them. We can run a correlation to know if they are correlate. We can also run just a simple descriptive. I'm not yet ready for analysis, so we can just run a descriptive, okay, on two of them. What do you want? You want to get their mean? You want to get the minimum value, the maximum value, okay? Is that right? You can get the skewness, you can get the kurtosis, standard deviation, whatever you want to get, just click them, okay? And then you do what? You okay it. When you okay it, it will run the analysis for you. Look at it. We have advertising spending, we have pretended sales. Okay. So for there are 24 in number. 24 in number. 24, 24. Minimum value of advertising is 1.24. While the maximum value of advertising is 6.41. Minimum sales is 6.71. While the maximum sales is this. The mean for each of them, the standard deviation, these are the statistics, the standard error, that is the skewness. Have you seen them? So this is a simple descriptive analysis. And this is the output. So whatever you run at the editor, okay, it comes to add output and show you the result on the output. I've opened a lot of files down. Let me close them, close this, close this. Close this. No, I'm not saving it. What again? Close this. And close this. No. So this is the discrete statistics. Let's quickly this type of data you can run regression, you can run correlation on them. You can run correlation. It's two variable bivariate correlation, and the variable will move here. And what are the options? What do you want to see? The mean, the cross, product deviation, and correlation. Whatever you want you check it. Okay, you check it. Is it Pearson correlation? You know we have to get about we have Sperma correlation, Pearson correlation. So we have tick Pearson for you by default, and you run the correlation and see what it will give you. So this is just a simple. The correlation is significant at the 0.01 level for the two tails. Okay, so we check for the correlation between the two of them, and from the analysis, they are correlated. They are correlated. We have 0.916, significant 0.00. So the test is significant. The correlation is significant at 0.01 level. and this is smaller than 0.01. So it is significant. That is one option. You can also check manually. That is 0.91 is very high and is positive. So the correlation between the advertisement money and the sales money is correlated at a positive uh, level. It means that the higher money you put into the advertisement, the higher sales you make. That's what it's trying to tell us. So thank you. We have run a simple analysis from the introduction we did today. Thank you very much. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Triple E Academy. Like our video, comment on our video, and if you have any question, you can drop it at the comment section. We'll get back to you. Thank you.